Neighbors, welcome back to the kitchen. My name is Daniel.
And this is Katie.
Just in case you forgot, yes, I know it's been some time, but we took a little time for ourselves. Today we're gonna do Korean salt ribs. In Korean, it's called
등갈비, 소금등갈비.
소금구이등갈비. Katie, do you remember when our friend from London came and we took him to that gogi chip which was doing these salt ribs in Itaewon actually? How good was it?
He was, I believe, blown out.
Huh? Who was blown away? You mean he was blown away by the taste?
Yes.
I'm working with some baby back pork ribs. This is around 1.2 kilos. Feel free to use all the way up to 1.8 kilos if you have a large family. Put all of it into a large pot. One whole onion, cut it into fourths. Then about 10 pieces of garlic. You can cut them in half, so all of that garlic flavor and oils come out. And then some peeled ginger. We're gonna use 2 small knobs, each knob being roughly up to the first crease in your pinky finger. And then to this, we're gonna add some Korean Cheongju, or you can use Soju, or you can use sake, it's up to you. 4 tablespoons. And the reason we add this is to get rid of the gamey smell. 4. Then we're gonna add some mirin. This has a little bit of sweetness towards it. I'm gonna put 3 tablespoons in. That's 1, 3. All right, guys, then half a tablespoon of sugar. Then, Katie, can I get 1 shot of espresso, please? The espresso is going to give us that color. Remember, we're not using soy sauce. But Daniel, what if we don't have an espresso machine? Fear not, you can use those instant black coffee packets. 3 or 4 bay leaves. And then I want about a tablespoon whole black pepper. That looks fantastic. Pour in enough water to where the ribs are submerged. Then let's bring it up to a boil. Lid on to bring it up faster. After the ribs are done boiling, we're going to smother them in some sesame oil and olive oil. The ribs are not going to taste like sesame oil, don't worry. So just pour a little bit of olive oil. All right, and then I'm going to put in some sesame oil as well, equal parts. And just mix that together. A taste. You'll see that the olive oil makes the sesame oil, that like strong nutty taste, it'll bring it down. It'll settle it down. All right, and once your pot comes up to boil, I want you to put 40 minutes on a timer. We want the meat to stick onto the bone. We don't want it to fall apart. Now, you can also use a pressure cooker. I'll put how much time you need on futuredish.com. The written recipe is there. We want to reduce the heat to a medium, 40 minutes. We're gonna finish our ribs in the oven. In Korea, I have a small toaster oven, but back in the States at my mom's place, you wanna use the broiler option if you have it. If you don't and you got a small one like us, then you can just set it to 220 degrees Celsius and then we'll preheat it. All right, that's time. Woo! All right, guys, let's take a look at the ribs and see if it's done. Again, we want a rib that's not going to fall off the bone. It's gonna stay on. Remember that olive oil and sesame oil mixture? Get some of this oil in my hand, and then we're gonna rub the top and bottom. And I'm telling you, these ribs are gonna taste so fantastic. And then into the oven, I want you to do 3 minutes on each side. The best results, again, is if you have a broiler because it's so close to the flame, but whatever. We're going to do the bake setting and we'll flip it over after 3 minutes.
Our oven is too small.
Don't hate. We can make it work. All right, after around 3 minutes, be careful. This is getting me so hungry.
They're glistening.
Yeah.
Looks so delicious.
Other side for around 3 minutes. All right. This blowtorch comes in really handy when you're cooking. I like to get near the bone edges, the rib edges. Darken those, just looks nice, right? We're gonna add some lemon pepper. If you don't have this, you can just go with some salt and black pepper, no worries. Not only lemon pepper salt, but we're gonna put regular salt on as well, okay? Don't forget to put on some salt. Wow, you're so tempted to eat it like that.
I think so. I think it looks
Of
ready.
lemon pepper on this side. Then hit it with that salt. All right, guys, one thing is that we haven't seasoned this with anything, so you want to be really generous with the salt because that salt is going to lift the flavor, the natural flavor of the pork ribs. I'm going to give you 2 options today. One is some ponzu sauce, or you can use some hot sauce, which I'm going to do. You can use Frank's Red Hot Wing Sauce. That one works particularly well. And then, yeah, that's it, guys. There you go. Coming close with the iPhone.
It's incomparable.
Yeah. Wow. Get it in to one of these sauces. The key is you got to get into one of these sauces. If you just eat it dry, it doesn't do it justice. All right?
Justice?
Justice. All right, it's a little bit wet now. This is how you eat it.
등갈비를 먹고.
Even though we call it like 소금 ribs, salt ribs, you do need like a dipping sauce or else it'll taste a little bit dry. And I think this ponzu sauce, perfect. That's where you get all the flavor. Sometimes in the Korean restaurant, they have like sliced onions in there as well. 너무 맛있다.
키친에 또 먹어보고 싶은데.
Hot sauce?
You know, this rib is special because it actually doesn't have anything special. It's kind of like down to earth and very tasty.
Sheesh.
I didn't think we would finish it all in one meal, but we did. It's that good.